Yes, it's finally here. It's finally arrived. The Trash Panda holiday disc swap package has finally arrived. Woohoo! We got it. Time to open it and see what's inside. Alrighty team, time to open it. I'm very excited. This is probably one of my favorite disc golf events of the year. I always look forward to it, and the disc is drum roll please. What does it feel like? Oh, okay, and it is a base plastic. Well, I mean, I have been wanting to see if I can throw the Ruru, but sadly we got a base plastic disc. This looks like strata. I guess it could be magma, but that's a little bit unfortunate. We did get a note with it. This poor Ruru has seen more trees than an actual Ruru. Look after the idiot, and hopefully it flies better for you. Well, so some of you might be wondering what the Trash Panda holiday disc swap actually is, and here's Jesse from Trash Panda to explain.
Hi, my name is Jesse at Trash Panda, and this holiday season we're teaming up with 19 of the raddest disc golf companies for our favorite event of the year. Since every disc golfer both loves getting new discs and has a bunch of used discs just sitting on a rack at home, we started an annual tradition that combines the two of those things and sprinkles in a little bit of holiday cheer called the Holiday Used Disc Swap. It's simply give a disc and get a disc. Please don't be a Scrooge and send someone an absolutely trash disc that no one wants. The only requirement is that everyone has to send one premium plastic used disc.
So yeah, like Jesse was saying, one of the stipulations is that you have to send at least one premium plastic disc. And unfortunately, that Ruru is not premium plastic. Now, I don't want to seem ungrateful. Perhaps this is all that this person could afford to send, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to have fun with that disc regardless. One of the amazing things that they do as part of this disc swap is that if you have been Scrooged, if you haven't been sent a package, if you haven't been sent at least one premium plastic, you can sign up and other members of the community will step up and help out. But I am going to reach out to Trash Panda. I've personally signed up both last year and this year to help out anybody that has been Scrooged. So yeah, I'm gonna reach out, I'm gonna see what that sort of entails and go from there. So I have actually heard from the person that is going to help me since I got Scrooged. They've been sending me a few texts to ascertain what it is that I'm actually after, because I don't think that they get the original form that I filled in. And they've very kindly offered to send me a package to make up for that, which is really awesome. Now that package arrived, and I actually thought it was from somebody else. I bought some other discs from a very similar location and didn't realize that this was the Secret Santa package. So I have actually, unfortunately, already opened the package. But yeah, this one didn't come with a note. They did message me to say that unfortunately they had forgot to add that as part of the package, but that is all good. I am very appreciative nonetheless. Here's what we're working with. It's quite an interesting package. So we're going to go first through the Firefly Glow vinyl. Now this stuff is awesome. It appears you can just attach it to your disc, stick it on somewhere, and that it will glow and light up during a glow round. So you can turn any of your regular discs into glow discs, which is honestly pretty awesome to receive something like this. So thank you so much again. We've got a few other goodies in here before I get to, I say, the main part of the package. We have the Innova wristband. We have a Rock 3 patch. I believe this is from the Nationals pack, if I'm not mistaken. And then we also have a couple of Discmania LED lights, again for Glow Golf, which is really cool. It is something that I want to do much more of this year. I didn't play too much last year, and it's such a fun time to be able to go out and play even when it's dark. So definitely going to be making the most of those this year. And then we move on to the actual discs, and what is really cool, little disc towel slash, I don't know, chamois maybe. It's got the very similar inside, if you can see that, to the chamois. Very cool. Can't wait to test this out. And then in terms of the discs, we have two lovely RPM discs. The first one is a glow Ruru. Kind of ironic given the first package, but pretty cool. Want to try this out. The numbers would suggest that this is possibly going to be a more stable Lunas that I normally throw, and I have been looking for a stable Luna, so you know, we had talked about wanting to try this, and maybe this will make the cut. And then a beautiful disc here. I actually don't know what it is. Let me look on the back. It is the DGFD2. So it's a Katare. I should know how that feels because I'm very familiar with the rim, and it is beautifully stamped from Faultline Fury in 2021. So can't wait to throw this as well. Oh, it is the 821 run, which is a very sought after run. So thank you so much, Santa. You have really gone above and beyond when it comes to this gift. So thank you so much for flicking these through. And yeah, we're going to test these out along with the Ruru that we got in the original package. So yeah, come with me to the course. We're going to go and play Rosedale. It's going to be a great time. And we're going to see how low we can go with the Secret Santa package. Alrighty guys, what better place to test the Trash Panda secondhand Secret Santa than here at Rosedale. We've come super early in the morning because primarily we want to test out what I think might be my favorite part of this gift, which is the sort of like drying towel slash chamois. Now this actually has a pretty cool clip which you can then attach to your cart or your bag so you can have it dangling on the side. If this is any good, this is pretty much never going to leave the cart or the bag when we play, because I play a lot of early morning rounds, and making sure that you get the dew off your disc is super important. We are going to set a goal today of even or better, and if we don't, we'll be giving away the 3 discs that I received as part of the Trash Panda secondhand secret surprise. I don't really know what the name for that is. I probably should have looked that up before I started the video, but you know, here we are. I think Secret Surprise is a much better name than whatever they are using, because I definitely remember that. Yeah, so if you want the chance to win one of these 3 discs, and if I don't shoot under, then comment down below which mold it is that you'd be after, and I will pop these out to some lucky viewers once the video's over. Alrighty, just while we set up the drone, we are going to be switching between the 2 cameras today because I don't have anyone here to film with me, so we will be going between the Pocket and my regular G7. But yeah, we're going to go 2 off the first here. I'm going to throw both of the putters. I thought about throwing the Katare to see if, like, what it sort of got like at low speed, because I would be throwing it on a forehand. But I'd rather see if the base putter, the base plastic, if that Ruru is understable, because if it is, it's going to make it for a great shot on hole 2. So yeah, we're going to be firing those 2 off. Hopefully they go well. Start with a birdie. Let's start with the understable one, I reckon. No, let's start with the glow one. Let's start with the stable boy. This is going to be just a smoothie boy out there. Hopefully this is stable, so we're going to be playing it off the right tree. Oh yeah. Pretty straight, to be honest. Pretty straight. A little bit of fade at the end there. So this should be pretty much the same. I've just put it down in the wet, which is really annoying, but we're going to throw this on a tiny bit of hyzer, have it flick back. Oh yeah, that's smooth. That might be in the bucket. Oh, that's got to have been so close. Alrighty, it is time to test out the towel slash chamois. Oh wow. Yeah, okay. We were really close with our second shot here. I don't know if you can see this, but we are there. Basket is there. Very good. Take the disc, grab the towel, pop it in, just sort of twirl it around, give it a little bit of a massage on the rim, and voila, that's actually pretty good. Oh, we can. Okay. And just like that, we are 1 down through 1. Hole 2, pretty easy. You can see the big trees behind me. All we're going to be doing there, hopefully behind me, you're going to want something that's either going to just push straight and finish, giving you a C1 look, or ideally have something that drifts ever so slightly right. And from what we saw on that first throw, if I throw the base plastic Ruru flat, that's exactly what we should get. So that wasn't the greatest throw. Pushed it a little bit wide and did not give it nearly enough power to get there. I don't really know why I babied that. That should have been a pretty stock shot, especially given how well the first hole went. But we're left with a edge of C1, C2 putt. Putter's been feeling pretty good at the moment, so hopefully the change to the Ruru doesn't affect that too much and we can just continue to cash big birdies. No, I wasn't recording. No, you've just missed me cash an incredible putt and it wasn't on camera. Oh, that is so frustrating. I'm usually pretty good at remembering to press record, but for some reason I didn't then. Well, you just have to take my word for it, because that was definitely a birdie, and we cashed a really big putt and a really nice putt, and I'm not taking that just because I wasn't filming. Let's remember to actually record this time. This one is straight into the sun, and it's actually going to be quite hard to see, I think. I didn't bring the ND filters for this lens, so apologies if this is super overexposed. I don't really know what to throw here. I'd normally throw a mid, so gonna have to really power up on the Ruru and hope for a look. Okay, nice and hard, nice and flat. Let it fade off those two lone cabbages that are the only things in the park now that are any challenge on this hole. It's not bad, it's a little short, which is what I was worried about. Can we follow it up? Yes! Let's go! I know people are going to be like, you didn't make the second one, but I absolutely did make the second one. I just didn't get it on camera. And to go 3 down through 3 is incredible. Alrighty, quick little recap after the front 3. We could not have had a better start. Going 3 down through 3 is pretty amazing, especially just with one mold, both as a throwing and a putting putter. The Ruru is actually really nice, and quite frankly, I probably haven't given it a fair shake in the past. It always felt a little bit too deep for me when I was holding it, but actually throwing it, it seems like it's not nearly as deep dish as I thought it was going to be. I still think that this is so far the MVP, especially because if we feel inside of it, it actually doesn't feel wet at all, despite the fact that I've dried like 4 or 5 discs off, and my shoes are currently soaking wet. I am wearing my non-waterproof ones today, but to give you an idea, my feet are already soaked after 3 holes, and this is coming in clutch. But Ruru currently the Ruru dark horse for most valuable part of the Trash Panda package that I received. Alrighty, hole 4. Can we keep the perfect streak going? It's a pretty easy one. It's 58 meters. The tree is in full bloom. Is that what you say when they have all their leaves back? I don't know, but whatever it is, it's got all of its leaves back. The branches are heavy. There is really no low gap, only a high gap, and we're gonna have to push the Ruru on a pretty interesting line just to get it close. Hey, you alright? Such a nice morning. Yeah, just a little like it's got like a tiny little lens on it, and it's got a little stabilizer on it as well. So, yeah, come on. Not enough fade. They ended up being a good line, just a little bit long, and we are now somewhere in here for the putt. Oh, here we are. We're actually being caught in the tree. Oh, off the top. That's not good. Well, there goes the perfect start. Hopefully we can cash this one still to keep it with no bogeys. We're gonna have to pop this over and in. Pop it over and in. Nothing too much, a lot of spin. Yes! Whew. A good par save. Here on hole 5, this is where we finally get to open up with the Katare. We are going to, I normally wouldn't throw a 12 speed on this hole. I'm probably normally pushing an Athena out there most times, but we should be able to take a little bit off this, force us to, you know, have a little touch with the disc. Means we don't have to really power up on a Ruru, because I don't think I'm getting it there, to be perfectly honest with you. So yeah, my memory of these, because I used to have a lot of them once I figured out that they incredibly good discs, was that they flipped a little bit. So we are going to put this on hyzer. If it's not like the old runs, this is just going to go straight into the bush. And with it being sort of like a grey opaque disc, we might not be able to find it again. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Gonna pop you here. We're going to be playing it sort of like off that tree that's down there that I always hit, but oh, they are just like I remember. Oh, that is money. Come on. So we have absolutely smoked this. This is actually the closest I've been to the basket in a long time. And we just smoothie boyed this Kotare out there. To go 4 through 5 and to probably rethink the line that we need to set. Easy. Yeah, I am going to rethink the line on the fly. Sure, we have some of the harder holes coming up, but I feel pretty confident now that I have this bad boy in the hands. It is already a hell of a scorcher here. I'm sweating balls up in this place. Oh, man, it is already a scorcher here at Rosedale today. All the moisture on the ground is making it ultra humid, and we have no wind at all to speak of, which is pretty unheard of for Rosedale. Hole 6. Beautiful signature hole. 2 gaps you really need to hit. Ideally it shapes up for a forehand. You want it to ride pretty straight, finish at the end, get over some of the roots there. We are going to be throwing this bad boy on a lot of hyzer because I have a feeling from memory that it was pretty flippy on forehands just because you're not getting as much spin to stabilize the disc. We probably should set a new line for this because I think even was silly of me to set. I think we should have gone lower. So we're currently 4 down through 5. I'm going to set the line at -2, which some of you might be like, well, you're going to get there anyway because you're already -4. But you don't know, bogeys can come into play on this one, on the next one, and on hole 9. So I think there's still a bit of wiggle room. And maybe I'll just give them away even if we do make the challenge. We'll see how we go. Maybe a teeny tiny bit of turn. Oh, that's more than a teeny tiny bit of turn. And okay, we've kicked and we're not OB, but this is the sort of danger that I'm talking about on this hole. What I can throw here, I could throw a big turnover through the left gap with the understep with the putting Ruru and have that fade in, or I could sort of lean out on this right hand side and throw a flex forehand, or I could go for the big spike hyzer play. Don't love the spike hyzer play just because of that one tree that's in there, and it kind of really stops the line. Like you have to push it and then have it come back. I'm tempted to throw the anhyzer line just because I think this disc can actually hold an angle if you put it on it, but the gap isn't super big, and this tree that's just here is making me think that it's going to hit that. The other option is to go the forehand line. Ruru doesn't feel super comfortable in the hand forehand just because it is, like I say, quite a deep dish putter. Otherwise it's a little bit of a mash for the forehand. So we are just going to go hyzer line. We are going to push it up there. Fan grip, because we fan grip boys now. Oh, get past it. Oh yeah, okay. Lots of talking, should have just done that from the very start. Upshot game, still good. Cash that in, take another par, stay 4 down. All right, we are 2/3 of the way through the course now. 6 holes in, still 4 down, still shooting a very solid round for my standards as well. This is on par with some of the best that I've shot at Rosedale recently. But I just want to talk a little bit about the Kotare, and especially about the 821 runs. If you've never managed to get your hands on one, please do. Unfortunately, they're no longer available in the store. I bought most of them as the seconds that they were, back when I figured out how good they are. Sadly, I donated a few to the pond before I realized quite how good they were. But this is such an incredible driver. And RPM, if you're listening, please figure out whatever happened with the molding and the processing in this and make this a regular mold. I think this would be an incredible addition to your lineup. You know, the Kahu at 13 is obviously slightly understable, especially if you get the XG, but I think this in the 11 or 12 speed spot that it fits is just incredible. Because the only reason that I ended up taking it out of the bag was because the Scorch did this out of the box, and it was much easier to replace those when I inevitably again threw them in the pond. So yeah, it's an incredible mold. If you ever get to throw one, please do. They just don't act anything like a regular Kotare, so yeah. Bing, bang, bosh. Hole 7, one where I'd normally be throwing a 9 or a 10 speed, but the Kotare should be beautiful for this one. Should be just a nice little flip up ride. Maybe a cheeky in the bucket. I'd love to get one on camera this early in the year. Smooth it out there. Bang. All right, ready? Oh no. Oh. I have not done that justice. I was like in between. Oh, that was just bad. Honestly, pretty disappointed with that last throw. That, I mean, it is pin high, but it should be noted that should not be a difficult shot, especially for me. Floater in there. She's got a deceptive amount of glide. Does the old Ruru. Get it. Oh, come on. Hole 8, you know it, you love it, you hate it from a lot of the other content that I've made. To pick up the ace would be incredible, especially on this hole. I do want it on this hole more than any other hole in Auckland disc golf currently, so fingers crossed we can get it. This will be a real test of the drying towel though, because forehands are a lot harder when it's wetter, especially because I get sweaty hands and sometimes I don't feel comfortable forehanding. So it's going to be really key to see how that plays out with the Kotare and the towel today. All right, drying time. Okay, it's gonna be a nice little flick. This rides up pretty well, so just want to get it down there. Oh, money, come back. Oh, that had so much right to left drift. That was lovely. But one of the things that is key about this hole is that I am actually sitting on quite a lot of footage of me and Nick unsuccessfully acing this. I do want to put it up in a video, but I just don't know if it's going to be that interesting. Like I say, it is a lot of us just coming very, very close to getting the ace. So if there's like any sort of like life update maybe that we can do over it, that's something that I consider. Or, you know, if you want me to do like a talking head segment with either Nick or somebody else, we could always have that running in the background as well, so that both the ace running and the talking head segment would be a little bit more interesting. But I'm still working out what I want to do with that piece. So it turns out we went super long on this by accident. You can hopefully see it there. Where's the disc? There's the disc. There's the basket. So it's going to need to be another nice long putt. I don't know if you can see that, but if I tee it up into the camera, they're kind of like scraped marks, and I don't know if it's like intentional or if something like because it could be done by like a gravel road or a curb or something, but it kind of gives your fingers somewhere to sit in the putter and putt with, and I really like that. Okay. No. Oh, that's just a bad putt, that was. I still have plenty of those. Another par. Alrighty, hole 9. Barring a catastrophic blow up on this hole, we are going to hit the goal. Pretty solid round for me, to be honest, just in general. Just shows you that you need a couple of discs for it to go really well, and for you to be able to take sort of like the thinking out of the game, and just sort of go by feel, which can sometimes be a huge boon to not only your score, but yeah, your throws as well. So apologies to all of you who are hoping to get some discs today. I will give away something. I don't know what it is yet. It might be some of the glow stuff that I got as part of the package. Comment below. I really like the Ruru stamp. It's not my favorite RPM stamp though. So if you can guess what my favorite RPM stamp is, something might be on its way to you. We're gonna throw the Kotare again here. Absolutely bomb it down there. We've got a nice little tailwind too, so should be able to hit this flat and have it really ride down there. No, it's too high. It's down there. We'll throw the Ruru just for fun. Got a pretty nice little pump on that Ruru. Yeah, I've been really liking the fan grip, so I'm going to give that a crack. Oh, that's way too wide. I might have to straddle, and I don't know, I don't mind straddling. I'm gonna need to flip this because I'm gonna need extra room. Pick a chain. Pretty sad note to finish on there with a bogey. You never like finishing a round on a bogey, but -3 is still something that I am incredibly happy with given the number of discs we used in this round. And on that note, I want to say a massive thank you to my Secret Santas, especially the guy who came in for me when I was Scrooged. All I know is that you're from Invercargill, and if you ever want to make yourself known, I would love to buy you a beer because you have come through clutch this Christmas, and I really, really appreciate it. I've signed up both years to help out anybody that either doesn't receive a gift or only receives base plastic and have yet to be called on. So hopefully next year is my year to be able to pass on the favour that you gave me. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Like I say, put down in the comments below what you think my favourite RPM stamp is, and I will select 2 people amongst those who guess it right to get some glow goodies that came as part of that package. If you've liked the video, you know, please make sure you subscribe. It's the best way to support me. I'll be out and about at a number of events in the coming weeks, so hopefully I see you all there. Hopefully we get some good catch-ups, and hopefully I play this well for Nationals. Anyway, until next time, guys, thanks so much. Peace.